Yeah, I wish we had a split time here. Maybe we just have to like choose a gate and just see how they're doing.
We can choose a gate for sure.
Pure Adrenaline Skidoo VX Construction Klein Company. And of course, Forever Pets, Jeff, Christina, Star, Jake, Thea, and Haley. 5930 for Tayson. 5930.
How's our audio back home, ladies and gentlemen? We have Cole, who doesn't know what he's really what he signed up for with our stream here as we work out the kinks day one. Oh, stream went down? That's sick. David McKinney texted me. Why did it crash? Oh, we're back. I think we're back. We're good. I think we're good.
Sweet. Back.
If you're in the chat and you're back, you let us know.
Daniel Winklecotter from Daniel, Wyoming, another 18-year-old.
Winklecotter. That is a hell of a last name. That poor kid had to spell his last name. He has to spell his last name like that. Like it's like 27 characters long.
And he has to, and you know, everyone is asking him, "How do you spell your name?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?"
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you just win Jackson, then
everyone in
the industry, yeah, everyone will know your name.
Yep.
To me, it looks like the course is getting a lot worse. Than especially, I was up there an hour ago, and it's looking really trenchy now.
Probably a while ago. He is watching. He's in Arizona.
We are back. Yeah, because we haven't seen anything close to a 49.
No.
In this second half of guys.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Daniel, that's tough, brother.
If you want someone to remember your last name, this is not how you do it.
Hopefully he's got more classes in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got semi-pro mod. You can learn from this and move on.
Yep.
Mason Kenyon's next. He's a guide for Carl at CKMP.
Oh, we love to see that.
Yeah. Carl has like, he's racer / ambassador / team manager this weekend. They have about 50 snowmobiles running over there.
They have the Carl Kuster Mountain Park race division that is growing rapidly.
Rapidly. I'm going to apply next year.
Yeah, no.
He's carrying a lot of speed down here, and I think, you know, that it's an easy, cheap spot to knock time off your run.
He's 27 seconds at gate 8. So.
All right, good to know.
Is a 49 really the fastest time?
Yeah, that's crazy, right? If it slowed down that much. I mean, like we can't take away from whoever set that time.
Right.
But I mean, that's.
I want to know. I want to know who did it.
I gotta look.
I wasn't even. We weren't even up. We weren't even live yet.
I wonder if someone in the chat knows who it was.
going to be a long weekend. We have so much racing in front of us.
Yeah, exactly. But tomorrow, gets really interesting tomorrow.
Yep.
The stock qualifying's tight. Like you said, like these guys, all they work for is this weekend.
Yep.
All that hard work, all that money they spent is for tomorrow, specifically Sunday. So it's really interesting. I always thought a different qualifying format would be fun to try here.
Yeah.
Do like a Q1, Q2, Q3, like Formula One for like one class, and make those guys go for an hour and like knock people,
Yeah.
take 20, knock out 5, keep going, knock out another 5.
Yep.
Then you'd have to like keep the sled cool, and if like Keith put a heater down, then he could park it for a while and save his sled.
Yeah. Yep.
And then a scrub like me would have to do about 1,000 laps.
You'd have to try to set a heater every time for an hour straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep fill it up with gas. I'll be here a while. Yeah, I think whoever had the 49 's safe.
I think so.
Yes.
Are they? Let's see.
For Z. Can't tell by those weird computer noises coming through. My documents have crashed. So we're going to roll with it this way as we go to racer number 1, 734. Logan Elite, 20 years old, Bozeman, Montana, riding Skidoo. Going to be followed by Chance Waite, Aaron Tapio, Brody Zollinger.
We are seeing, first run up of the day for Conger was a 49.85 in stock, semi-pro stock.
Okay, gotcha, yep.
So things are slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I've rode with Lucas Conger before. He's a ripper. So it's cool to see him top qualifier in semi-pro stock.
Yep, out of Granby, 18 years old.
Very cool.
As they update, we will see where everybody else is as the pieces fall.
Yes, exactly.
1:01:44 for Logan. 1:01. 44 off and running with race number 1.
Chance Waite, Bozeman, Montana, 36 years old.
Brought to you by 509 Summit Motorsports, SCS Mobius Races, Freshies Built, DuraPro, Zollinger Racing Products, Ice Age Performance.
This is how dumb I am. When I was like, let's do it live from the balcony, I was like, it's going to be 50 and sunny. It's going to be sick.
And here we are.
Here we are.
You have thousands of dollars in equipment out here in the elements.
Yeah, I had like stuff covered up and trying to get everything dialed in, and a lot of unknowns this morning of like, okay, how stable's our stream going to be, how fast is the internet going to be, but I think we're going to be okay. So.
Yeah, it looks really good from our point of view. The audio seems good.
Yep. The stream going down is unfortunate, but
do you think your computer's going to last all weekend?
I hope so.
In the
it's
weather?
It's a very expensive computer.
Yeah. Do you have Apple Care?
Yeah, I do have Apple Care.
Good.
I don't know if Apple Care is going to be like, well, we saw your live stream. Hey, you were in the snow for 4 days.
Yeah,
you idiot.
exactly.
By Brody Zollinger and Kyle Kuhn.
Man, there's a really big bump there.
Dude,
yeah, it's nasty.
Tapio. There's another Tapio kid?
Oh, they just keep coming out of the woodwork.
By the time one of them's done, they got 4 more coming up through semi-pro. It's incredible.
Exactly. They're going to be a threat for King of Kings for the next 30 years.
Man. Has to be one of the most legendary last names in Hillclimb.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mom and Dad, Hannah,
And man, hard enduro too. Kyle's really good at hard enduro.
Yep. I actually came up on him during a race, and he's like, is that Ross? I was like, oh my gosh. And he was like racing pro class. I was like,
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. You're good at enough things around here. A 54.27. So hard. Like without writing them down, it's tough to know if that's going to be enough. But
I do have a notebook that I will.
Especially
we will be allocating for
9 stock, 1,000 stock.
Yeah.
The big classes we have to know. See, I noticed he went left underneath the climb banner because there's a huge hole on the right, but then it puts you in too high on the like that second gate, so you're scrubbing so much speed.
Too much to the inside of that second gate.
I think you just have to go over the hole or go right through it and set yourself up better for that corner, because it's such a long straight. You go through 4 gates wide open.
Well, before Zollinger went, Tapia Aaron he landed in the hole and almost fully lawn darted himself into the gates.
Not a good way to. That would be a bad way to end the weekend.
It certainly would.
One 10025 for Brody Zollinger.
Want that?
Up next, racer number 97, Kyle Kuhn, Laramie, Wyoming, 32 on Skidoo. Going to be followed by Jaden Pancari and Lucas Conger. Women's Improved coming up in 3.
So we have Jaden Pancheri out there now, and then the Lucas Conger is up next. He's the top qualifier in semi-pro stock. So
he'll be one to watch for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Jens Gunnarsson says, is that you and Steve Martin? Yeah. Yeah, we recruited the big guns with some actual, a ton of real life race knowledge instead of me just being like, looks pretty easy from down here.
Oh, that's funny. It does look a lot easier from down here. You know what's crazy is I've done this, I started doing this in 2003 and I went all the way through 2017, exploded a vintage sled 2 years ago, and then did it again today. And something that really shocks me every single time is how steep it is before the first catwalk.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you look here, it looks really flat. We watch it on live stream, it looks really flat. But when you really get up there underneath the gondola, it's a lot steeper than you think it is.
Even at that first catwalk, that is something that we don't really understand, because from a broadcasting standpoint, we just you kind of write off that bottom part.
Yeah, for sure.
Is this Conger here? This is one to watch?
I think Conger's next.
Okay.
I was off one. Yeah, this is Jaden Pancheri, the Idaho Falls.
Yeah, one of our favorite things to do is we will, starting tomorrow, and of course Mod Day, when they're going to the top, just watching the splits at the first catwalk.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
And where people are so much faster. Last year it was Keith is always incredibly fast in the bottom. He's so violently fast, and then there's some guys at the top that actually kind of chip away at his time.
Oh, really?
But depending on how the course is, it's just sometimes it's too big of a hurdle to get over. Last year, Justin Thomas was just riding lights out.
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome.
He was incredible.
That's something about this sport now. It's you have to ride 110% if you want a chance at a podium.
Yes.
You have to ride over your head.
Ride over your head, keep it together, and good luck doing it.
Yeah. And Keith might be the only guy that looks great doing that.
Yeah.
All right, I expect big things out of Lucas Conger here. He's a top qualifier in semi-pro stock, and he's had a really good year this year. Does a ton of riding in Grand Lake, Colorado with Jeremy Mercier. That's how I met him.
Already already been up and over in less than 50 seconds.
Here we go.
Doesn't look like he has any plans
Let's
to
not give Jeremy too much credit yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Is Jeremy teaching him things? I bet Conger's teaching
That's
Jeremy
what I'm
things
thinking
right
too. Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole way brought to you by Skidoo Climb, Power World, Teton Performance, SCS Unlimited, SLE.
You know, he's choosing to just drive it through the corners 2 feet on one side of the sled. So that's it looks really good too.
He
He's
does look
carrying a ton of speed through the corners. He's not stopping. Nice arcs through there. You know. Did you pay attention to the split?
Missed the split.
Yeah, me too.
He will be the final rider in the class.
52.84. So that is the fastest time we've seen in a lot of racers up the hill.
Exactly. Yeah.
All those numbers gathered up as we get ready to go with women's improved stock. Racer number 27, Taylor Myers, Soda Springs, Idaho. 25 on Polaris. Brought to you by Polaris.
New class. 7 coming for women's improved stock. Taylor Myers is kind of the one to look for here, huh?
Yeah, I think so
Yep.
too. Yeah. Her family's been doing this a long time, so you know they know how to set up the sled and obviously know how to ride them. So.
Let's talk about that sled setup. How different are these sleds set up versus how we would set our backcountry sleds up?
Well, quite a bit different now. You know, like your sled, every time I see it, it's like flipping over backwards. You're doing these huge re-entries. These sleds have the limber straps pulled way up, so more ski pressure. You kind of want just the skis to like kiss the ground every once in a while, so you can still ride it on the track, but you know, like we've seen today, get the skis on the ground, get it to turn a corner. Bummer for Taylor.
Yeah.
Like we just talked, one of the favorites, and you know, that's why this sport is so brutal.
Snow Devils got us an instant replay.
Yeah, that she came out of that berm when it was really soft, and then hit that skied on hard snow, and then it on the center shock, and it just then like I said, it's steeper than it looks there, and just kind of darted.
Yep.
Gravity took over.
Didn't really have the sled going in the right direction coming into that like hard patch and a little bit of a head wall, and then it's just like a classic high side where you're not quite rotated around the corner enough, and the sled just kind of stands up, and you get get tilted off. Happens to me all the time in the backcountry.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
Strong, and the sled just was not having any of it. Usually just pull that thing around, but
that's where
play there, without a doubt.
Those moments can only be saved by just pure big, strong, long, tall guys. Like, that's why I think Keith has that advantage is he's so tall and long that he can really hang off the sled and manipulate it a little bit.
And he's like probably the best ever that has ever been, like keeping the track connected to the ground all the time.
Just he's got built-in traction control
for sure. Yeah.
And I always wondered, you know, as these younger guys have come up, the Andys, the Sams, like Sam is not a big dude, but and I wondered who, when these guys start challenging Keith and it gets really competitive, is it gonna have to be a guy that's built similar? But in reality, they ride it just as well. They just use a little bit different technique.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say too. We give Keith a lot of credit because he's tall, but I think he's just talented. And like you said, Sam and Andy are not nearly the same height, but they're very competitive.
Yep. And then you have a guy like Blaine. Blaine Matthews is just a bull elk out there.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't matter what the sled's doing, that he's not going to take the hand off the throttle.
Exactly. And he is he is the best at melting a brake rotor. Like, as he goes by at one of your hillside up there, it's just, you can see a glowing red disc right next to his foot, and he's doing 60 miles an hour. I mean, he doesn't let off he lets off the throttle 0 and just squeezes brake and melts that thing to a pulp.
Oh,
so.
yeah. You should, like, most people have normal spare parts in the trailer, handlebars or skis, runners. Blaine has just a bucket full of brake rotors and brake pads.
Yep. But you will see. I'm sure we'll get a shot this weekend for the viewers at home when they get to the top. The first thing they do is pull their side panels off and just douse the brake rotor in snow to try to cool it off, because everybody uses that technique to keep the skis down but still be kind of driving the sled forward. You just don't have enough. You can't let off, grab brake, and then get back on the throttle. There's just the seconds are too close together.
Yeah, exactly. You just kind of let off and then just rate it back into throttle. So there's the huge crossover between brake and throttle on these things.
Yep.
114.84 for Tiffany McWilliams. 114.84 for Tiffany as we get ready to go with race number 141. Hadley West, Rathdrum, Idaho 19, riding Polaris.
We got an update from chat. You're 16th unofficially in vintage. So
Not great.
Not quite where you wanted to be,
No.
but
There's just chat rubbing salt in wounds.
chat will always.
At least the sled's still in one piece. I told my dad, I said, you should be proud of me. I didn't even hit the jump because I didn't want to break your snowmobile.
Yep. Well, I don't know where they got that info because the website has not updated yet. You might be better than that, or you might be worse. We're going to wait until we get the unofficial results on the website. But
oh, man.
Live timing and scoring delivered to the Still West Brewery balcony would be incredible.
That would be great.
It's not quite in the budget yet. We're hoping with some success this weekend, maybe next year we can get some more resources. But
for, like the setup's pretty sweet, though. Really,
Yeah.
like it's not a shoestring budget by any means. Like this is a lot. I would have just set a cell phone up on a tripod and
been like, "This is it. This is
we
good."
yelled into the phone. Oh, the phone went dead. We're out of here.
Yelled into the abyss.
Yeah.
7-4, gonna put her in the lead right now.
Well,
Get ready to go with race
it's
number
fair to
9.
say I barely know what I'm doing, and we wanted to just create something that maybe has enough potential to show the people at home, okay, what could we do in the future with, a little bit more tools. So this is step one. This is really step two, because last year I was just at my house, like chilling in my sweatpants, watching everybody race. So we decided to bring it to Jackson and kind of talk about it. We're going to try to add more features. Like, I have more parts of the stream that we can integrate, but today was just, I wanted to make sure that we could get up and get live and cover a few things, and then tomorrow we'll try to be a little bit more better, and we have a third mic for racers who want to swing by and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
very cool. And we'll keep track of times a little bit better tomorrow, and really, so we don't need chat to tell me I got 16th.
We don't need that. We will need all hands on deck tomorrow, sharing the link to get people in here, though.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I plan on hopefully being live around 8 a.m. This time, depending on when they get going in the morning. So I got access to the building at 7 a.m.
Sweet.
Yep. 7 a.m. I'll be here setting back up, trying to get everything dialed in. And, as we're auguring.
Yeah, and this will really slow the course down.
If you ever just kind of really thrown away a run and then just tried to sink it, just
had a spike for everyone behind you. Yeah,
sure. There's some fast guys behind you. You're like, let's ruin this one for him.
I never have, but I 100% guarantee that has happened before.
Yeah, yep.
High mark right there. She was brought to by Putters Racing Climb. And
So once they stop
Racing,
and require outside assistance, that the run's over.
History
Yep.
and Malone helping out as we get ready to go with race number 1.
So that will be marked as a high mark.
Yeah, exactly. And we've already had 2 at that gate, so everyone that now all you have to do is go over the top and you're qualified. Hey, the rule used to be if you lost forward momentum, but I guess that's too subjective
Yep.
because people could say, I didn't stop, and then but they did. So anyway, now it's outside assistance, so people can
Yep.
stop, and then anymore it does not matter because if you even slow down, you're not gonna win. So
Right.
a stop
Yep.
sure isn't gonna get it done.
Last year, Jay had, or this was 2 years ago, he had an incredible run where he fully, like, messed up, like, low-sided, had to get the sled back on edge, turn it, and just barely squeaked in
Really?
because of it. Yeah, he didn't give up, and, you know, he probably put 20 seconds on, but it was in a small enough class, and the hill was gnarly enough at the top that he was able to kind of make that happen.
Yeah, especially in qualifying, sometimes the hill's bad enough that just a time will get it done.
Yep.
Report 15, the beer gardens will shut down at
There it
Oh,
is.
no,
I don't know if you can hear it at home, but that is the legendary call for the beer garden shutting down. Good news is here at the Still West Brewery, the beer garden doesn't shut down. So, Mr. Sturm.
Not on camera right now, am I?
Yeah, you kind of are. I can see your beer. What are you drinking there? Coors Light? Banquets? I'm strictly on Still West's brews this weekend. Thank you. How's let me see. Hold on here. Let's do a little test.
Right now?
Yeah, dude, we're live.
Everybody can hear
We got like 30 people watching.
We have tens of people.
Yeah, tens of people. We're this is a test. This is test day. You know, we're not getting ourselves carried away. Tomorrow and Saturday, all hands will be on deck, trying to get as many people in here as possible.
We should get him headphones because we have a good story to tell our friend Colton here. What happened to him today?
Yeah, I mean, he can hear us. We can put him on this mic.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I can get this thing up. There's a chair right there too.
Yeah.
The West still in the lead.
What?
Do have 2 high marks.
Oh, you got that whole headset.
Andrea Giannetti gets the time. She will be qualified for North Improved right here. Coming out of Meeker, Colorado on Polaris.
All right, I think your green means go. Let me make sure you're in this.
It's quite the freaking.
Oh yeah, it's working.
Crown Sports, Giannetti Power
Can you hear me? in that
You
thing?
should, yeah, you should be live, brother.
Go a little closer to the mic.
Do I have to be closer to this thing?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go.
Because I start talking far away, and then I always watch the guy running it. You'll just see him start turning up my volume, and then I'll get close again. He's like turning it down.
Do you do it on purpose?
Yeah, I'm just.
Hey, look at that, look at that.
Can you see me?
Yeah,
Whoa, that thing is cool.
That thing is cool.
Techie Ross.
That looks affordable.
yeah, semi. All right, now it's just you two on mic. I have another. We'll hopefully have another one of those tomorrow. It's like almost broken in half, but it fell off the desk this morning.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So
Oh no, my mic's falling.
Dude, do you want to talk about your wardrobe malfunction this morning?
Oh my God, yes. So
You were going. Was that Pro Open? You were going out for it?
pro.
negative pro open.
All right, no, just kidding. I got a top 20 in amateur vintage today. The chat let us know.
What's that?
I got top 20 in vintage today.
I mean, that's good.
No,
That was a
yeah,
heavy class.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It was
No,
super heavy.
it's not good, but I was there.
Hey,
No, anyway,
but you know what? You beat your high mark from 2 years ago.
I did.
That's a big thing.
That's like, we're going to count that as a win.
Yeah. YO Freeride said Steve ended up 16th in vintage unofficial.
You let me know that number when it's official. That's all I care about.
Yeah, we are waiting for the Snow Devils to, as they update timing, we'll let you guys know. Shout out to Snow Devils for doing this and putting it on. I think they thought we were slightly insane for wanting another broadcast, but they gave us the keys, they gave us a stream, so we have a legit stream. So
Yeah, it's such a cool thing that this is going to be really cool. Because I think we can talk a little looser than they can on the mic down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This
for
is
sure.
This is full podcast banter, like have a beer, hang out, eat food. Like if you guys want food, we just order food and Still West hooks us up. It's been incredible. So
This is a dangerous area for me.
this is a dangerous area.
Because beer is my food normally. This is gonna be sick. I
So
love this.
how's your day gone, Colton?
I didn't qualify.
Oh,
What did you end up?
9.
That's good. You were right there.
I ran out of talent around gate 13. I don't have a whole lot of talent to spare to begin with. And I was running good, but then lost it all.
so you had things fell apart at gate 13?
Yeah, see, I hit ice, and I don't know how to read a course at all. I'm like, I got this. And of course,
I don't know how to read a course.
No.
He's raced X Games and Hillcross, dude. He knows what he's doing. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah, that
And
is
I
true.
fell into some soft snow and then just spun. And halfway up the course, I was like, man, I can't steer if my skis aren't on the ground. And then it dawned on me, I was like, you idiot, you left your limiter strap on 1. You're just a wheelie machine right now.
Which sometimes not
Sometimes,
bad,
yeah.
you know, because like it was really spinny out there, but
Yeah.
you know, it did definitely caught you out.
Yeah, oh yeah. Are you playing with my knob?
I'm just making sure. We're a commercial, so we're supposed to kind of be quieter and
Oh, they can hear us
We
over
have
the commercials?
Rangers, we
Yeah.
have Expeditions, and we have Polaris Razors. You know what? Come down and see us here in Pinedale, Wyoming at Bucky's Outdoors.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying.
I should
off
let
here.
my dad know about my stellar result. Maybe he's waiting.
Show off. Mountain Dew.
And we are back and going to get off and running with our semi-pro modified. 5 qualifiers out of this big field of semi-pro racers. Going to start things off with racer number 116, Hayden Jones, Pinedale, Wyoming, 19 on
It's so
Skidoo.
cool.
Am I on?
yeah,
There you are.
we're all live again. Okay.
Dude, what was with? How did you come all the way to Jackson Hole snowmobile race without a tech vest?
Well, I forgot my 509 one, and then I borrowed Jay's, And then when I got back in my trailer, I found my 5091. I was like, sweet. It's the same thing I wore last year. And the guy just like patted me down. He's like, shoulder pads. He's like, I don't know, man. I wore this thing last year. And he goes, sweet. That was last year. This is this year.
Oh, bummer.
Oh. And he goes, dude, you can't go up until you have shoulder
Brought
pads.
to you by Benchmark
And then the
Plumbing.
second he
There
says it, the other guy
and
goes, of course, it's
Michelle
yours too, by the
Jones.
way. I'm like, what? And he just kind of smiles and he's like, I mean, not to put any pressure on you, trying to take it off of you. And then I'm like, Mitch, I need a tech vest. And Mitch comes running up. And as he comes around the corner, I'm looking at him like, the hell is that thing? And the abdomen part's only like this tall. And I'm like, whose is that? And he goes, it's Steve Martin's. I'm like, I'm not going to fit into that. And so I'm like, whatever, I'll try. And I'm trying to get it buckled, and it won't even, it's like 6 inches
And
away.
again, if you
That, you're
Oh
being-
my gosh.
Oh, it's 6 inches.
Rocky Mountain
More.
He's up there and like everyone's running around trying to find him a tech
Yeah.
vest, and I'm filming him.
Making that happen.
Try
And I'm
to
like-
try to squeeze into yours.
It was hilarious.
When Mitch was running up with it, I'm like, there's zero chance that's gonna fit.
When I saw it, and he goes, it's Steve Martin's. I was like,
They're
no,
located in Rock Springs.
he's half my size right now, and I drink
Operated
more beer
for
than he
16
does.
Yeah.
He isn't going to
Rocky
work.
Mountain Sports and
But we're
Auto,
gonna
where
try.
the variety of
We're gonna
power
try.
sports are
It would've been funny if you
second
made it
to
work.
none.
I did. I even said once, I was like, I'm sucking in all I got.
All right, we're racing again. Semi-pro mod.
Hayden Jones. Is this who this
Off and
racer
running
is?
with
That's
Hayden
right.
Jones,
Age 19.
Semi-pro modified class going on right now.
You got insight for us? You qualified better than me today.
Gate 13 sucks.
Gate 13.
Gate 13 sucks.
That's that. Gate 13's a right-hander up there.
Yeah, it's like in between gate 13 and gate 14. It seems like there's some ice
Oh yeah.
knolls or something there, and it's throwing people off. If you hit it right, you're good. I don't know how to hit it right, but if you hit it wrong, it really throws you off somewhere else. And it's,
Is that where like
I've seen a few people get snagged up in
yeah
there.
like okay one of the girls ended up in the trees right there because there's like a
Yeah.
huge ice head wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That's
Yeah.
that's the.
Yeah, and if you get thrown off of it, you get out into some soft stuff and you just start spinning, and it's not it's a bad day. Bad news bears.
I think just getting out where he got in that soft stuff's not going to work
59,
out.
gonna start
Yeah.
us off with Hayden,
Chat said
59.87.
when I said, "Oh, we're supposed to be quiet during the commercials," and I got to turn them back up. They said, "Don't kill the banter, Ross. It'll be a buzzkill."
As it goes, Grayson
That 59
Bobby
is not
wins
gonna
the
do it.
Idaho
That's
Ride
not gonna do it.
by America's Wraps, Onyx Off-Road, Caliber, SC Longhorns, Woody's, Monaco, Climb, Mountain States, First to Trey, NTS, Rhino Rush, on that Buzz.
I think this bottom's going to get really rough this year.
The puppies.
Man, I hit something so hard that like the sled like it like fell on its face, like
Really?
big bog, and it bottomed the rear suspension so hard, and my ankle doesn't move like it used to, and I felt that right
Yeah.
from my ankle to my spine.
Yeah.
After that it was pretty mediocre.
I can't believe how many people are in vintage now.
I know.
Uh,
we kind of blew that up.
Yeah, vintage is
Insane now.
Yeah.
well now they're so capable too. Because what's the year cutoff? It's 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, a 2005 that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Dude, I was just thinking, like my first turbo was a 2011.
105.80.
So,
Really?
Yeah. Wait, and that's like only 6 years away. So we could have full turbo vintage mods here pretty soon. And what's going to be the difference?
Yeah.
I mean, chassis, but I mean, power-wise, like lightweight Hillclimb mods, pretty good, even a 2011.
Yeah. I mean, well, look at your revs. Your guys' revs work really good still.
Yeah.
Like, they're not slouches at all. They
No.
handle great.
Yeah,
Tons of
exactly.
power.
Comes out of
I gotta text Jen real quick.
British Columbia, Canada, riding Skidoo, brought to you by Carl Custer Mountain Park, XPS, Fox, Highmark, Snowpoles, AB Suppressor, Makita, 27 Designs.
Dude, I'm so
that's
pumped
funny.
that Leland's in.
Leland's in.
He's in.
Oh
way,
my
really?
gosh.
He got fourth.
He beat you.
No, he's not in the same class.
Oh,
he
okay.
was in non-pro masters or non-master pros. Non-pro master, I think. Yeah, he got fourth.
Very good. He's a good rider, though.
He is, dude.
Yeah.
He's so good. He said once he took off from the line, he just blacked out. I said, you should have put all your camera gear on the
Dude,
tunnel like you're
seriously.
normal, and you would
Yeah.
have felt just right at home. That would have been hilarious if you went up there with all the bins and everything.
Dude, it's funny. Just now, my wife sent me like a screenshot of a DM from Creighton Dillon. He's like the defending pro light snowcross champion, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
second in points right now. But he posted a video of me going up, and he said, "Could you go any slower?" And Jen said, "That wasn't nice." And he said, "Well, Steve's been cyberbullying me because I suck on the track." So there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, those guys are getting so
Oh.
close to that climb.
I know.
Imagine if your ski caught that.
What do you think it's gonna happen today?
Could. That's a bad day.
For
You're
who?
really going. Whoever
For
catches
them
it,
or
it's gonna,
us?
No, whoever catches that
I
climb
mean, because
banner.
I'm just saying we have a really good view of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome for us.
It's not Jackson unless somebody catches that climb banner.
Yeah,
It has to happen every time. That climb banner is always getting reinflated sometime.
I mean, if we could run like a sports betting out of this too, one of the lines would be what's like the odds on when the generator fueling the climb banner runs out of fuel, because that will happen.
It happens
100%,
every
yeah.
year. That happens. What are you playing with over there?
Well, you know what happened when our stream went down for a second and it rebooted it to just Ross Robinson live stream.
Nice.
So we have no like.
That's neat. Dude, so you know my Brutal's in the booth over there?
Yeah.
There's something in the wrap that only Mitch has found so far, and it's I asked them to put it in. It's in all my. It's always been in my bikes and everything. There's, are we live right now? Can I talk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there's two rhinos on it, doing something. 2% off of the color, and there's a square inch on that hood. And I wanted to do like a giveaway if somebody can find that. Mitch found it.
What are they doing? Something naughty?
Yeah, they're doing naughty stuff.
Dude,
Wow.
this dude's ripping.
Who is this?
I think it's Harper Hansaker.
Harper Hansen.
Yeah, he looked really good at the bottom.
What's like the kind of time to beat right
That's
That's the fastest one
fast.
of the day.
Yeah,
Our
that's it.
fastest one of this class so far, for sure. This track has slowed down since we've been
now?
up
What
there.
class is this? This is
Semi-pro mod. Harper Hansaker.
oh, that tabletop looks fun. Did you clear it?
No, I didn't even jump it because
I didn't even jump it either.
I wanted to, but I told my dad, I said, you should be proud. I didn't even jump it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to break the snowmobile.
Yeah. Do you imagine if you did that? If you jumped in, you broke the sled?
He would never talk to me again. I
No.
would get home and all my stuff, like he has a shop in town, like, and that's where we keep our sleds.
It'd be gone.
It'd be in the yard, just in the parking lot.
Take
That's-
it.
Yeah.
Get it out of here. You're a failure.
He would make me change my last name.
Why don't you and Jen take her last name?
So, did you? Oh my God, that is funny. I'm surprised you didn't take your girlfriend's last name. See, it's not even funny. You already burned me with it. Maybe I should change my last name after a top 16. That's terrible.
622-5622
Oh yeah, see that? Hey,
22.
Who's this now?
Harper's run is ripping fast.
245,
This is
Jaden
Jaden Pancari.
Dude, I would make such a bad announcer because I can't really read in people's last names.
Is that like the low standards of northern Minnesota?
I think so.
Or is it just your own low
It
standards?
might just be me, yeah.
Something you got hit in the head too many times?
It could be, yeah. It also helps me out sometimes when people really need like somebody to go read something. I'm like, well, I'm out.
I thought you were going to tell me something like, oh, I could do something really good. Like, I can count. I know numbers real good. I'm like Rain Man.
Dude, I gotta drop my pants just to count to 11.
I almost put a disclaimer in like a ticker at the bottom of the stream that was a disclaimer about the things that are said on this live stream do not reflect anything other than Colton Sturm.
Even if I'm not in here.
Yeah. Anything that's said that it is
strictly his fault.
0.25.
Dude, we're mellow. What are you gonna do when Nona gets up here?
Got a couple beers in him.
19 on Skidoo.
He's gonna melt this place
Nona
down.
is a wild card, and I'm hoping that it will take this thing to the next level.
Dude, he's been down there wearing some guy's huge, Ryan's big, huge grizzly coat. He ripped the sleeves off, so he's been wearing that.
Nona got a handle on it.
Yeah, he had it. He has the photo. He's super proud of the photo, and he's got his beer. He's just
Nona
in the
does?
Skidoo tent wearing the grizzly jacket with no sleeves. He's pumped up.
He's pumped up.
He's pumped up right now.
For collision repair, industrial tool and supply.
He keeps telling everybody he brought his big hat too. He's really excited about that.
I got mine too.
Oh yeah. Where do you get those? Is that actually through?
Sea Boys.
It is?
Yeah. We should make our own.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Do something, you know?
Yeah. Make it happen. What are you scrolling through over there, Ross? I can't even see the screen. I don't know if you're going through Instagram right now.
No, I was just updating all the details on the stream. Hopefully, that should get some more people in here. And it probably
Yeah, I need links. I got to start sharing links and stuff.
probably. Yeah, if you just go on my YouTube channel and pull the link off the live.
He doesn't know. He has to, did you hear how he counts to 11? That was way too many steps.
Yeah,
for
he
him.
doesn't
Yeah.
know.
Dude, I got like 3 YouTube channels for some stupid reason. I never know the password to any of them.
3 YouTube channels.
I don't know why. Only one of them has my picture, but the one that doesn't have a picture and some stupid name has people following it or subscribed to it. I'm like, this sucks.
That's kind of a problem.
Who's this now? He's moving.
Let's see.
You guys got this for a second? I gotta
Yeah.
go take a break. This is my
Take a
blanket
sissy?
because I'm cold.
It's a tablecloth.
It's a tablecloth.
I'll give it to you though. It is cold out here.
Dude, you need a pit coat.
I know. I am.
If I had a spare, I'd let you use this one, but I'm going to need this up on the hill probably.
Are you really committed to that?
To what?
Being on the hill?
Dude, that's my thing. I love it.
That can't be fun.
When you catch one,
No.
it's the coolest thing.
I'm
It's the greatest feeling.
I would just run out of the way.
Dude, that first one I caught of Seth Wilson's, and I stopped it myself, like everybody else, and it's just tumbling, and it's right at my feet the whole time, and then finally I grabbed the bumper and the ski, and I was like, I got it. I leveled it out, we're going down backwards, and then all of a sudden some guy comes sliding in behind me, wraps his legs and hands around me,
Oh,
goes,
that's
don't
hot.
let go!
That's
and he
hot.
starts digging in, and I start pushing the ski in, and we stopped it. And the second it stopped, the crowd went absolutely ballistic, and I stood up, and I was like on a high. I was like, whoa!
It felt like you won something.
Yeah, I felt like I won something.
yeah,
He
okay.
comes down and goes, man, thank you so much. I'm like, that was insane. And then it took me 45 minutes to walk my lazy butt all the way back up the hill.
To
And
where
then I
you
was like,
were?
sweet, I got my video and I'm done. I'm not going to do it again. And then here comes Turcotte. And I'm like, oh, it's my boy. And then that video happened. And I went all the way back down again. I went down like 7 gates, 8 gates or something like that. And it takes you forever to get back
Oh, I
up.
can imagine.
Then I was done. Then I took my helmet off. Then I was done.
I only ride up and I walk. And I've walked down before.
Have you slid down? That's super fun.
No, just walked. I got cornholed by a stump at Afton by sliding down. It almost changed my life.
Yeah, I bet.
Not literally, but I mean, it hurt really bad.
I bet. Dude, it is so fun. I don't know what it is about wrangling a sled. It's so fun. You also know when not to touch one.
Because they're going too fast.
Yeah, you're kind of like, nah. But like last year I caught Carl's. And,
Oh, yeah.
And I was like prepared to die for that one. I was like, got you, bro.
I got you, bro.
The whole time it went down and the turbo was just sucking the wind.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
flipped it up. I was like, oh no. And he goes, no big deal. And he just like kind of wipes it off and just fires it up. And I just up high needles and snow. He goes right in. He goes, we're good. Whoa. This is the blender. I
Excuse
think
me.
one of my favorite things about this is the higher they get or the further away they get, how the delay on sound is.
Yeah, it's really weird,
It's
huh?
so cool.
Yeah. Was my sled loud?
Yeah.
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 It felt loud to me.
That comment right there needs to be saved. Like, that is such a mod question. Did my sled sound loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the coolest part of today.
It
My
is.
16th is not probably not top 3.
Your sled sounded really good.
Yeah, perfect.
There was a couple revs out there that sounded pretty doggy and poochy, but yours was one of the pretty.
Wow. Well,
What do you do?
Oh, he crashed, but he kept the sled running. But
I don't know
It's over.
how those guys can do that.
good as long as he can get going again, and he does. Right there.
that's one of those new lightweight improvers that Ski-Doo built. Man, they're so trick. Oh, it's a bummer. I didn't realize he was right below lights.
66109.
I don't know how these guys can
6-6.
save that going up the
And
hill
that was pretty epic
then
right there. We might have to
not come
be
off
on
the sled. Like,
highlight
I'd just
reel
fall
at
off.
the end of the day there.
I'd give up so
As
fast.
we
Like
go
these guys that get stuck even, it's like, don't touch me. Like, as we're hill help, because you know, we touch you, you're done.
Right.
And we're like gathered around them, and we're like, I'll look at them like, there's no way you're not getting out of this. And then all of a sudden, somehow they get it out, and then they're wide open. They just go flying back up the hill. I'm like, that's insane. You guys are nuts.
Yeah, on qualifying, him and I were talking about that. Qualifying, you probably pull that off and make it work. But
Yeah.
on final state, it's over. You
Yeah.
know, you're not gonna podium or win.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. I don't know how you guys do this.
AJ Stevens, this kid's a ripper in the backcountry. Looks pretty good today too. Carrying a lot of speed.
Man, I was so pumped to try to qualify just so I could jump the first catwalk because it looks so fun to do. That's all I wanted to do.
You might have missed the woke thing, but you could just sign up in women's. There's only 7 of them. I'm saying
If I didn't make it in there,
it would be so funny if you got 8th.
you'd never see me again.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd leave.
You might have to try something else. Like, you should have just jumped the first catwalk anyway.
Just go.
Just go.
And don't stop. Don't look back. Just keep going. Just point it
Dude,
straight
bro, I
to
thought
the
we were
top.
here to climb hills.
Yeah. Don't know why you guys are stopping here, wimps. Just shoot it straight up. Don't even hit the gates. Just go straight. Stand up there, 2 arms up.
Like you just won the King of Kings title.
I did it. How do I get down?
I think that's your only hope.
Yeah.
Well, I guess next year. Another crash.
What's that?
Dang, another crash.
Dude, the bottom of the hill is kind of tricky right now. It's got a lot of holes, like hidden holes. And this light sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It's really
suck.
flat lighting. It's hard to see anything.
Oh, the holes are gnarly. I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
my
and
sled
it's-
bottoms so hard at the bottom, like underneath the climb banner or right after or something. It's like it kept going straight, but it was like I saw stars
Yeah.
for a second. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it'll look soft, and then you hit it. You feel everything bottom out hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what did I just hit?
108.58.
When was the last year that you went over the top?
17.
17?
Yeah.
What class is that in?
Open mod, 8 mod, and then 1000 improved or something. All
You
3
used
of
to
them.
run this a lot.
Yeah, like from 2003 until 2017.
What happened?
Just kind of got burnt out. It's like had 3 snowmobiles to run 5 classes, and my dad would come to this event with me, but the rest of them, like, you know, he has other things to do, and it was just like, man, it was so much work keeping 3 snowmobiles running. But now that I'm here today, God, I miss it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If
But
you could just do Jackson, would you?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's like then what I have to build a mod and a stalker and an improver for this.
Yeah.
I need to like put in my application at Carl Kuster Racing.
Yeah.
What's one more? It's like he has like 20 people, and
Yeah.
you have one more person. That's like what? Here comes our math again. It's like 2% more racer. Who
Yeah.
cares, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
The math.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
We're good.
We're good. So I'll just turn in my application.
Next problem.
Next brain buster.
Yeah.
As you
Got
would
any
say.
more brain busters?
57.85 for riders.
Sad day down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to show you how that's done later, huh?
Yeah, I bet you will. Oh, there he is.
Some things it sounds fast.
That thing sounds good.
Yeah. Braden Dickey.
Dude, when you went up to the back to the sound of your sled and you not chopping the throttle after the climb banner. Like I kept listening, I was like, no, he's still on it. Hits the first turn of it, I was like, oh, he never lifted. I'm waiting for like the delay and echo, and I'm like, no, he never chopped it.
That's right.
The guy's on a mission.
That's right. On the pipes.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, Grandma, and
Didn't you bring any bibs or anything?
Yeah, not right with me today, though.
Tomorrow's going to be nicer, maybe.
Is that wishful thinking, or are you for real? Because I don't think there's a great day
No.
weather-wise here, like this
It'll be
weekend.
better than this, I think, maybe.
It's not terrible.
No.
It wasn't terrible today, but maybe that it's getting a little colder.
Oh, there's your warning. 15 minutes till the beer garden shuts
Oh,
down.
15 months till fun is over.
Yeah. Ooh. Why did they shut it down so fast?
I don't know.
They don't shut it down here at Still West. I'm
Yeah.
getting food.
Do they have beer on that menu?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
You want yourself a little...
You know, I'm going to tell you this. I'll get a beer and some food because I'm hanging around for who's coming up next.
Who's coming up
Up
next?
to this booth.
Oh, dude,
The Rona?
Yeah. Oh, he's. No, I'm not.
I'll get something from you.
Are you getting one?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Why not?
And Braden Dickey coming in 113.58. I think it was good. I think he hooked it around.
I'm gonna. We'll commentate this.
Yeah.
Ross is ordering food.
Yeah. Ross is ordering chili.
Oh,
yeah,
chili,
we're
yeah.
gonna get some stuff.
Polaris, brought to you by Polaris SLB.
Do you have a good burger?
Gun shop.
You look cold.
Action Motorsports.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll just do a burger and fries, and then
Print shop.
and Michelob Ultra.
Dad, Shelby, and Bo.
It's a brewery, Steve.
Whatever's closest to Budweiser.
Yeah, exactly. Something light. Yeah.
And then I'll just do a cheeseburger basket with your lightest beer. Sure. Yeah. Beer's beer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to hang out up here until Dave comes in. Because he's going to be on a tear, I think.
He's kind of getting the proper.
Let's say he's pumping up the tires right now. He's going to ride the bike.
Okay.
Okay.
Jackson may never be the same.
Dude, he's revved up right now. He's like down there in the booth like a little kid, like spinning around like this is amazing.
Dude, I think I'm taller than him.
I think you're, dude, it was so funny. When he came up here and met Brittany and everything, and he's like, oh, we haven't officially met and everything, and he's like, oh yeah, he's just like a squirrel, and he walks away, and she goes, he's a little peanut. I was like, yeah, that's why him and Steve have the little thing on Instagram. Oh, it makes sense now. I was like, yeah.
So I'm also a little peanut?
No,
Dude, I'm pretty big peanut.
you're a big peanut. You're one of the big ones. You're one of the peanuts that have like 3 nuts in it, you know? The one that everybody gets excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. We got this one. So who are we up now?
Winkle
do we
bottom,
know
I
what
think.
the time-
Winkle.
We need
Blotter.
to have pens to start writing down numbers so that we can look back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have a notebook. I do have a notebook to start writing times down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we want to start now?
We sure could. Yeah, we could practice.
Should we practice?
Should we practice?
Yeah.
I also can't write either, so I'm out.
No, we're going to have you do it.
No, I can't even read my writing.
You can't just like shuffle off all responsibility. I mean, you have to prove your worth here a little bit. This isn't just
Yeah, you're
beer
right.
and the sandwich.
Dude, I got back to the trailer kind of disappointed on my shitty run. I was like, I should have done better and should read a course better, and open up my phone and Locknicker texts me. And he sends me
The screenshot?
He filmed my run off of the computer.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and he just says tough.
Sweet. Troy sent me one too.
Cool.
Shout out Troy Olsen. I should text him back.
Dude, I love Troy.
So do I. What a good dude.
I thought Troy was going to be here too. He
Me
told
too.
me like a while ago that he was going to be here. I was pumped for that. Troy might be one of my favorite Skidoo ambassadors.
He's a good
The
dude.
guy's funny.
He's so
Especially
funny.
like in Houston, like when he lets loose, he's a fun dude.
He is, yeah.
He's so polite
He-
too.
yeah, you would. I didn't expect it from him.
No. All right, so Steve's running the pen. It looks like this thing is heavier than I thought.
I just got an update that says you guys talked about zero racing while I was
I know,
gone.
I realized that.
true.
I just realized that.
Am I the one who's going to have to keep this ship together?
No.
Was that McKinney
Well, I
ratting
can't
us
see
out?
the screen very good. He's hiding all the fun. This sled sounds mean.
11026 for Jake as we go through number 4, 5.
I'm pretty sure I just wrote that number on the wrong thing.
So,
Riding Skidoo brought
does
to you by
semi-pro mod run on Sunday then?
SCS
Or is that on Saturday, their final?
What's that? Semi-pro mod? No, they'll final Saturday, right? Yeah, the second
He's got
catwalk,
his
or maybe
legs under
tomorrow.
All right.
Maybe tomorrow.
Who is this?
People, this is Conger. He had the fastest time in semi-pro stock earlier today.
That is true. And he had a ripping time in semi-pro improved.
Well, I can tell you he's not going slow.
No. That will cost him just a little bit of time, but everything else looks good. I think he's going to be okay. Man, the sled
Yeah,
is
dude,
working
he's
really
ripping.
well. It's turning really well. The rear suspension is really compliant. Lots of traction. He's getting it turned early, really shortening the course.
Between 13 and 14 is kind of a tough one he got through.
54.66.
54.66, ladies and gentlemen. That's a pretty quick time for how the course has kind of deteriorated throughout the day. Early in the day, things were way faster. Almost like we're starting to see a 5-second discrepancy from the fast times earlier today. So,
Yeah, there's starting to be a lot more craters up there.
and when there's
We got an issue. He hit really hard.
He
off
did,
his
yeah.
bottom jump, it looked like.
let's get ourselves a close up on that rear skid.
Busted.
Comes out of Calgary.
So that time discrepancy is like it'll be really interesting to see, especially because the classes are so big this year.
Yeah.
I mean, there were 49 racers in improved, semi-pro improved,
They only take 5.
and they only take 5 out
Oh,
of it.
it's so crazy. They got the investment required to be here, and they only take 5.
Dude,
It's wild. You have to be really on it.
what is that thing you got? Thank you so
Whoa,
much.
they found Coors Lights for you guys?
Thank you.
Look at that.
You're the best.
Oh, thank you.
You're the best.
Shout out Still West.
Cheers. I would have
Cheers,
got.
boys.
I didn't even think we're at a brewery. I should have got one of their beers. Is this
You seem
disrespectful?
Like a fancy beer kind of guy, to be honest.
Really?
I don't know why. It just
Oh.
seems like it.
113. So he limped that thing up, but it was definitely not firing on all syllables.
What's crazy to me about Hillclimb is how if you make the smallest mistake and you felt it, you lost so much time.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Oh yeah.
And just how, like, with this many guys and how fast they are, like a half a second's a big deal.
For
Very
sure.
big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jet Johnson, 18 years old, out of Utah, with a name like Jet.
You have to be
you
fast.
gotta be fast.
You
kid.
better be.
There better be huge whips.
Dude, that thing sounds so good going on.
Oh yeah, it's one of those hand-built improvers out of the race shop. Man, they're 90 pounds lighter than
What?
stock. Hand welded titanium pipe. So trick. That sled is looking really good too.
I can't afford that machine.
It's faster than you are,
Oh, for sure.
and me.
Oh, he got out of that line and got up on some traction.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
That was
gonna pay
pretty
off.
good.
Actually, this run was really good.
That was really good.
Wow, 53.30 for Jet.
That's faster than Conger.
It is,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was good.
And it
he
did
got
not-
out of that rut and got up
Yep.
into some good tacky snow.
Did not look as clean as Conker's run, but
No.
Go now with racer
Hey,
number
numbers don't
584,
lie.
it's right. Doesn't matter. I
You're
quit.
shivering.
Yeah, I'm cold.
Do you want my pit coat for a little while?
If you want to give it to me, but you only have this little sweatshirt underneath that.
We already
That slows me
established
down.
that.
Yeah, give me that for a minute.
Yeah, wear this thing. Try this thing out. Do you even have one of these?
I gotta be honest, I do have one.
Jared Roberts, Jared Harris out of front.
Oh, it's all warm too? This is perfect.
Octane Inc., Rexburg Motors, SLB, Pin Performance, and Jason Harris.
Who do we got here now?
It's Jarek Harris. A little different technique, starting to dangle it around the corners to see if that pays off.
I got to be honest. I was so stressed about getting everything set up for the live that I didn't pack a pit coat. But I will be visiting the 509 trailer in the morning to get myself one.
Oh, jeez. Lost it.
We should fire up one of these outdoor heaters.
I heard that they're supposed to get fired up at some point. They were trying to fire them up earlier, but
They couldn't do it, huh?
couldn't get her done. So hopefully we will have some heat up
What
here.
happened? Looked away for a second.
Overrode a little bit. This will be the second time he's had a similar issue.
They're running into a little trouble there. The band
I'll tell you what,
stopped.
I know all about
so
overriding a soldier.
See if we can get
That
anybody
sucks.
home.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
That is so hard to do. Like, he's picking it up into the hill.
Yeah, it looks flat to us, but it's really steep up
I
there.
don't care how light your sled is. That's hard.
Yeah.
And what do you think about Colton? Like, is it steeper than you thought? Like the first catwalk?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
kind of like
100%.
yeah.
I mean, when you look up it from down here, you're like, it looks steep, and then you start going up, you're like, oh wow,
Yeah, it's
this
like
is way different because you hit some of those like off camber straights, and you can feel the sled's trying to like the inertia wants to go back down. You can feel it trying to lift that inner ski. It's way steeper than you think.
yeah.
Up and running.
Like the first catwalk, up to the first catwalk catches me off ground sometimes. Brett Gringery.
Brett,
What's that?
come on, Brett.
You know Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah, good dude.
So
ripping fast.
Brothers, SLP, Patrick, Custom,
Puts a lot of miles on every year.
and
Yep.
Marlin.
Yeah.
I
dude,
think this is only the second time he's ever raced.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh
Nona.
boy!
I'm chilly, guy.
Here, I'm gonna let the man, the myth, the legend,
Thank you.
Dave Nona, step in. Here you go.
You gotta eat.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, dude, give me that burger.
Welcome.
Got a fur coat. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Still West Brewery balcony at Jackson, Dave Nona. They let him into the United States. Barely.
Yeah, I sneak in through a tunnel. Don't tell too many people. Lucky I'm short. Steve Martin knows I can get through any tunnel. There's some good ones now. They're lit and everything. Got snacks.
They got electricity in them now.
But here we are in Jackson, qualifying day, and you know what? What a day. I was worried that the weather was going to kick in hard, but I think it's perfect. It is perfect. There's some fresh snow, ice underneath to just, make them. These are hardcore racers, so they need a little bit of a challenge. They don't want it too easy.
Yeah. This is, it's great conditions, good coverage. I can't wait for them to start augering in. Once we start going above that catwalk, it's going to start getting western.
Wait. Everything
Yeah.
changes.
Everything, what I want to see is I want to see a rock make it to the booth.
Well,
Like ping, ping. I know your equipment's. I know it's expensive, but hey, dude, if that screen cracked because of a rock that came down from tower, like whatever that last tower
Yeah.
is.
well, that is why I have my safety glasses on, in case any flying debris, any roost makes it down here.
So good. But yeah, I mean, it just this perspective where you are right here just shows it, right? Like it gets steep. It goes from moderate to steep. Fast. As you can tell, right? I mean, video never does it justice, but these guys look at these ruts and berms.
That's the thing. Like, the video never shows how steep something is. If you're riding in something steep and you look back at your video, you're like, oh, it doesn't look steep. On this, it still looks steep, so that tells you how steep it really is. When you stand on that hill,
Yeah.
it's insane. You don't know how a sled can get up it, actually.
That's what we were talking about with Steve. It's deceiving how steep it is at the right when, like getting to catwalk 1 even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I sold your sled. Well, a kid came in and he was talking about your 900 turbo that has everything. I really like what you did with the brake, with the brake protection there with the 3,000 holes. But I'm just going to tell you this because one of your friends said, hey, it's not for sale. And I said, hey, everything's for sale. And you know what the kid said? He goes, yeah, because my buddy, he's got the pockets. And I said, start writing down numbers.
Yeah. Start writing them down.
Yeah. A lot of numbers.
Everything can be for sale.
Everything can be for sale because everything's replaceable.
Yep.
So,
If
nice.
that kid's listening right now, just come find me up here and see your
That's a badass looking machine.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It turned out so good.
I stood on it. And actually, it feels like, I can't believe how nimble it feels.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's a heavy engine, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's still, you can roll the thing around good.
Yeah, and I got puny little muscles. Like, can only imagine what a guy like you could do with it.
I got puny little muscles too. Oh, Ross is dealing with the dial.
I'm
I'll have to get closer, Ross.
I'm dialing Colton up a little bit. He's probably a little quiet, so.
Well, I keep pulling my face away. I'm horrible with microphones.
Oh, you keep turning away?
Yeah, like start walking away, and then I'll come back in close. And keeps Ross busy on that knob over there.
Well, that's the camera guy up on the hill there. Okay, under the blue tent. I was wondering that. Is that one of your guys? Your plants there, Ross?
Yeah, we don't have any plants this year, so maybe in the future we'll get some plants up there. And
dude, we just come here a week earlier and we'll hang them in the trees.
Yeah.
I'm
making up for it.
I will be honest, when when we first started talking about this idea, my brain went to, I'm ESPN. And I was like, we could do, the possibilities are endless. So I had to really kind of be like, all right, what's possible this first year? And but I do see a future where we have some guys sending us wireless feeds down to the booth.
Oh yeah, like here it is right here. We're gonna go live to Nona on Tower 16. Oh, this is Nona up here on Tower 16. What a view! And did you see Steve Martin's track rip right off the back of his rev? That was unbelievable.
Martin beat his high mark.
It hit 4 guys, and they're coming down. They're in the hospital. Rumor is they're okay. And Steve Martin, he's still banging the snow like a little temper tantrum. Like that's it. Back to you in the booth, Ross.
Back to you in the booth. And it looks like we have the police department arresting Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Mid-hill.
Yeah, but they're not taking him out by his hands. They're grabbing him by his ankles and dragging him down the hill.
All right, we got Billy Joe.
I like that name.
That sounds like a made-up name. That sounds like a made-up name.
That's no way that's a real name, Billy. Come on, kid.
Yeah. You know what? If he qualifies, we're gonna find out his real name, and if he doesn't, he leaves as an unknown.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a Dave Nona move. I'm pretty sure I saw Dave up there. No, that's not his name.
That's not his name.
So when I walk out in the crawl of shame, not making it to qualify, and then nobody knows.
Dave Nerona's using surnames to race the Hillclimb circuit.
Yeah. That's the way it'll start. That's the way it'll happen.
As we go now.
Nerona, how many Jackson holes have you been to? How many world championships?
I think this is only my second. I think I was here once before, about 5 years, when it was a chairlift, not a gondola.
Yep.
This restaurant was not here, which is like unbelievable. That building was not there. But what a vibe. We talk about heydays. A few things. This is right up there. This is the Arctic Man in Alaska and Jackson Hole world champion Hillclimb. This is like, look what's going on. We got people are buying. The guys are buying boots, BOA boots for $40.
What?
My friend just came out with 8 pairs. Exactly.
8 pairs.
In one of these booths right here, and they're a knockoff. I think they're called clonks.
They're a knockoff.
But, dude, if they last a couple of months, BOAs, guys, did you hear me? BOAs.
BOAs.
Do we need an independent fact checker for you?
No, I'm not lying. Of course, we want to support the proper means of the great companies like Climb and Skidoo and all these companies that are doing this stuff. But hey, you can't go. You know what? I've gone into the dollar store and I've looked at a pair of $3 gloves, and when we had a glove that was out dry and it was $200, I was like, let's see, I could have like 60 pairs of these.
Yeah.
Right? So I could have a new pair every day.
Every day.
And
that's a dream.
We got to try and make it. We got to make the sport a little less expensive for everybody, and that's the way to do it.
The dollar store is the way to go.
It might be. I haven't put that to the test. The dollar store used to be $1, but now gloves there are $3.95. How does that work?
Oh.
That's not $1.
$4 gloves.
$4 gloves. And actually, like gloves that you'd be like, these actually be pretty. You know, they're a moderate weight.
Yeah.
You know, they're terrible, but could you snowmobile?
terrible.
Could you snowmobile with them? Yeah. They're, put it this way, what's a good glove? Well, one that gives me good feeling in my hands. I can grip my snowmobile. It keeps me pretty warm because I got heaters on there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, that is really most of it. Is like, I want to be able to grip the snowmobile. Number one. Number
Buddy's
two,
getting Western.
warm-ish.
Yeah, because they're. Oh yeah. Who's this?
Sorry,
Who we
I
got going up the hill?
interrupted you there.
No, that's fine, dude. This is way more important than talking about gloves. See, look at that. See, I'm gonna
Hang on
just
to it. Hang on to it.
I'm gonna interrupt you here. Like, this is what people don't
This is
know.
your expertise.
Dude, I would've
Is
been-
how to wrangle a snowmobile.
Yeah, dude, he's not doing it like you do it.
God,
Oh, camera.
You had one job, not to keep Ross's
I knew that
camera.
was going to happen.
Ross has got to shut down now for 3 hours to reset.
Ross is getting
his-
really quiet now, and we know that that's when he's getting angry.
I should have known that this thing was going to fall apart day one.
But I'm gonna say, if you just walk through where all the trailers are, it's slippery.
It is
So
so
as soon
slippery.
as you get up to like tower 1, 2, 5 there where he is, and you lose traction, you're like, it's not, hey, I'm just gonna start. It's like you're on an ice rink, on a vertical ice rink.
Yeah.
And this is what we're seeing, right? It looks like, you know,
Why don't you sit here? I'm not going to kick things. You will. Come on.
here, well, hey, there's space.
Turn it up.
Big thanks to
Yeah.
Teton
I haven't kicked anything yet.
your landscaping for life. Teton
I don't think there's better weather right now. We've had
No.
fresh snow, the sun's in.
Yeah. I'm about to mute that third mic, you guys.
Why,
Yeah.
you can't even hear us?
There's a reason that Colton is on Hill Help.
Yeah, if you guys can move your light beers off the table as well.
Come on, they're beautiful.
Aren't we at a brew pub and you guys are drinking Coors Light?
Yeah, I don't know how they got them Coors Lights because we're at Still West Brewery. They have
We just said the lightest beer.
they've been incredibly gracious putting us up here, and yeah, we're gonna spend a lot of money here this week.
Yeah.
This place is sweet.
And then these guys come in with Coors Light.
I didn't bring them. They brought them to us.
They did. They ordered them.
Really?
Yeah.
The waitress said
Okay.
that they were her personal beers, though.
Did she roll her eyes at you like my 9-year-old daughter does at me every day?
No.
She did.
No, she didn't.
You two don't know what we're talking, but Steve Martin and I know what we're talking about. Hey? You'll find out when you have kids and everything you say and they roll their eyes.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're always like, Dad, why does your snowmobile have purple on it? Roll of the eyes. You're like, hey, this is a 900 Ace Turbo, 220 horsepower. Listen to how it sounds.
Tell him to get out of the garage.
Oh, Dad. Roll your eyes, walks away. My daughter still thinks I shouldn't be riding. I don't think your ankle's quite ready yet, Dad.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I see why you moved. You want to see the TV.
Okay, who do we got? Ross going up the hill.
I'm gonna be honest, I missed it.
Okay.
Let's get a number.
But
afraid of it.
this guy, seriously, out of the gate, you know, you can almost tell the guys. If you're getting too much air, you're not putting that track to the ground, right?
Yeah.
So you got to. It might look fancy, but the guys that keep low, you know, watch out. Like this guy, he kept it low and he's working it now, right?
Scooter gang.
Steve Martin, you went up the hill earlier. How is it looking? Like, is it getting beat? Is it raw ice and then hard ruts?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
a
It's
lot
sugar snow, it
harder
looks like.
than it looks.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. It's been skied on all year, so it's
yeah.
a lot of screws in those tracks, though. They're running screws for traction, so
Right.
they hook up on that stuff really
Yeah.
good.
But you can tell. I mean, when you go to turn, it's not. Hey, just lean and go, because it's rock hard.
Yeah, it is rock hard. You
Yeah.
can see these guys driving through the corners, so they're not on one ski quite yet, but
They will be
they will be.
as the speeds. Zach Wiley coming up,
Zach Wiley.
21 years young.
He's got no headlight in that thing. That's how you know it's a mod, ladies and gentlemen.
A cool
Yeah.
name, too, on top of it.
Yes.
He's really moving.
Yeah,
Local boy out of Jackson,
He is?
21
He's
years
local?
old. Yep.
yeah. Probably got a paper route in town, eh? To fund his sledding career.
Yep.
Paper route in town by morning, climbing the. He probably comes out here at midnight when the runs are
For
closed.
sure. He's already ran this course.
Oh, he's looking smooth though.
Yeah, he's looking really good. What's our... Oh, we don't have Steve keeping track of the time. He's working on his kids' meal.
Dude, I just saved your list.
No wonder you can fit it into that tech vest you tried to pawn out on.
105.23.
That tech vest is 20 years old.
0523.
It shows.
Why?
For Zach Wiley.
What, you're all warm now?
No, yeah, I'm good. I got some chili. I got some chili going. Yeah, I'm locking. I got to lock back in here.
All right, Ross is fed. Stevenson Long out of Soda Springs, Idaho, 25. Oh, yeah. He's taking us some hard. The bumps are hard. You can tell.
Yeah, it's...
Russ, watch your list here.
Okay,
sorry. It's windy.
It's windy. We're going to lose lists. We may or may not have...
Dude, that list is like... We don't have anything to talk about if you lose that list.
Oh, man. Good thing they make new ones every day.
Put your champagne down on that.
That is a Mexican lager.
That is awesome, dude.
It's delicious.
41 on the clock here. Gate number 11.
So earlier we were seeing times, we were seeing 49s.
Really?
Yeah, those are kind of the fastest times of the day. It's 49. But the course has really slowed down in the last
you can
2
tell.
hours. Yeah.
And it's just going to get, when they stop and then they got to crank those turns and they it's to the bar. So those screws just eat it up and then load more of that gravelly snow.
And
Boy.
168 Dragon Phelps, Fish Haven, Idaho 17, riding Polaris.
I turned that mic off because it's probably getting wind.
Carl's Cycle Triple D
Thank you.
Non-typical excavation, Young's Power Sports, Backwoods, BMP, Mountain Man, Twisted Effects, Thomas Factory Racing, Gates, Octane Addictions, SLP.
What do you think we're looking at here, Steve Martin, as far as of the vertical, like the degree when we're down at gate 7 and 8?
7 and 8. It's a little steeper than you think. We're probably approaching 30 degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
And what's the top of the hill? Top of the hill must be
steep AF.
40, 45, 50.
All of the degrees.
Yeah, all the degrees.
Yeah.
I mean, it is when you're up there shooting video or you're hill help, you're digging yourself a ledge to stand on because it's so steep.
Yeah.
I explain it sometimes. You can stand on the hill on one of those ledges and put your hand on the wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
When we're doing our hill help, we all pack a shovel. We build, like he said, a good ledge to sit on, and then we build a runway out to the track. Because if we have to have something semi-flat to be able to run out and try to grab the sled. Otherwise, we're going down really fast because it's so steep.
Aaron brought to you by Arctic Boondockers, Zebros, Thomas Racing.
You're not making that sound like a lot of fun.
It's so fun. It's like one of my favorite things.
So it's so fun.
Tapio Construction, Mom, Dad, Hannah, Nia, Alea, Tyrus.
Oh, looks like we got an 858 coming up the hill right now.
Yeah.
That's good to see.
My wife just showed up.
Oh boy.
Good. She can get you out of here.
With the Arctic Cat
Good.
guys.
She can get you out of here.
Isn't that funny? I mentioned Arctic Cat and the hot chicks show up. Like, where did they come from? They zoom off the... Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
You got to summon one.
Yeah. Holy cow. It's going to get dangerous.
Yeah.
But that's good to see. More Arctic Cats.
Yep.
We need them. I got a good friend, Arctic Cat guy.
Yep, we need them. Yeah, I always see him on your story.
Yep.
Cat guy or whatever.
Did you see his GoFundMe? We're going to start a GoFundMe because I said you should buy Cat and move it to Squamish. Employ Squamish. Yeah. Suddenly I'm the only guy riding a Skidoo. I'm still the ambassador, and I can know because I can threaten him. I'll leave. Don't make me put a green jacket on.
I know a guy.
I know a guy, and I'm already working there. He's like, yeah, I ride Skidoo, but I work in the Arctic Cat factory.
Now who's up?
No, it'll be cool to see who buys them, what goes on. We need them in the industry.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, I love cat. You know, people think I'm bugging my friend Graham, and he you know, we always bug our buddies, but he is a true Arctic Cat owner, and you can't unrecognize them, right? They're great. Their Arctic Cat was built on their dealers, and if you had a problem, the dealer would call you, bring your sled in tonight. We'll fix it tonight. We're not going to bed till we fix it. And then we're going to go
Yeah.
ride tomorrow.
Yep.
And that's what our industry is built on. And so we keep it alive, helping all our customers and Lynx and Skidoo and Polaris guys do the same. And we got to keep that alive because that's the fun of the sport, keeping people out riding, having fun.
It's also really fun to fix things.
And it is fun to fix things. Like,
Yeah.
as Graham said, you know, snowmobiling isn't just the best part of snowmobiling,
Yeah.
right? It's like the fixing
Working
and the
on
ribbing and the eating lunch out in the middle of nowhere, whether it's a storm or a sunny day, whatever it is.
I don't think Steve Martin's dad would like that, though, because, I mean, he's always wrenching on his stuff. Probably doesn't love it all the time.
No,
Especially when you abuse it, like jumping
Finding
in.
himself
Yeah,
in
that's
a
why I
bit of a
didn't-
hole there trying to
He
shake
loves
it
it.
loose.
You know, it's just an old men
But-
like to complain.
Headlights go out. That's where
Your dad isn't here, is he?
Take a high mark.
Left already?
Is
He's
he-
here.
He's listening to
Because
the
he didn't
podcast.
qualify? Or was he just like, I'm
he's-
packing up, I'm out of
If
here?
he- yeah.
Probably home by now.
If he's listening to the
Washed.
podcast,
Home by now.
he's listening to the podcast on the way home, and he just turned around. He's coming back to kick my butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the way that Nona was talking up there. No, it's cool, right? And yeah, and your dad knows, old school, having a dealership. You're working with people, and sleds can be finicky, especially back then. So
For sure, yeah.
It's fun. I love wrenching on sleds. I don't know why. It's just
No,
fun.
I do too.
Well,
I
it's-
have done hardly any of
driven
it this
power
year.
sports
So
and marine
I've been
take
like,
you
I have this project
the
that I put back
distance.
together. And
Whether
having a
your
lot of
goal
fun
is to
almost
push
done with
fun.
it. And then like, oh yeah, you built that brutal, and
to the
that,
limit.
that's a cool project.
It was fun.
Thing
Yeah. It was cool
you
to do.
decide.
What are you gonna do next year?
Driven power
We're
sports.
pumping
big
it
thanks
up.
to them
I'm
providing
thinking titanium
our clock
valves.
on the hill today.
Increase
And
RPM.
Macy's Services,
probably
the Septic
put a
Smart
thicker head
Macy's
gasket
Service,
to
offering
eliminate
knowledgeable,
compression a little
friendly,
bit
and
so that we can pump it
professional.
this
up
guy
a
looks
little
like a
more.
sharpshooter in the back there, eh?
Yeah.
I think that's a backpack.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
It looks like a guy.
When it comes to water, we at Weber know it well.
He's just doing some
Looking for
some
reliable
high altitude
water
training
solutions.
for.
Look at I mean, here's a perfect example. Like, look at that hole, right? That
And
guy
the
is
Bank of
swallowed in
Jackson
that
hole.
hole.
Yeah.
So
Banking
that,
to us,
so being hill help, I'll tell you this:
locally,
the coolest
think
thing
locally,
about
explore,
once they're going to the
freely.
top, right, is when
And
they do get
equipment
stuck and they're
share,
in
a
the
better way to
perfect
rent.
line. They got stuck
Share the
in the
gear,
fast
share
line,
the
and
experience
then
with
they try to
equipment
get out
share.
and they make the biggest
Elk
crater
Refuge Inn,
ever.
Elk
Yeah.
Refuge Inn,
And then we finally get him out, and then we're
nature.
excited. We're like, "Who's
Come
next?"
into
Because
nature
he's
while
going to hit
staying
that
close
crater.
enough
Yeah.
And you see him come up and how
civilization's
fast they
time
can react to
to
something. Like, "Oh no,
explore
that's a
your
That
big
was-
hole."
yeah.
landscape at
And
Elk
sometimes they jump
Refuge
over, but
Inn,
it's just like how
Refuge
fast
Inn.
the track up here
And the
can
Hampton
change
Inn, sleep
is
happy
so
at
insane.
Hampton.
Look at this
Hampton
shot
Inn
of
by Hilton
Jackson
always
hole right
delivering
now.
Yeah,
eh?
look at that.
experience
What do
you
we,
deserve
dude?
with thoughtful
Are we
service,
really
free
doing what we're doing?
breakfast, and a warm, friendly
It is a
smile.
pretty incredible setup. I mean, this
Yeah.
is the reason that. And did you see? Shout out to the Snow Devils for like
100%.
being able to do this for so long. And did you know they gave $158,000 back to the community last year?
That's
off
amazing.
Off this weekend alone.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do as sledders, right? Throw our money away.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, it's great, and what an awesome community. I mean, I don't know too many communities that would, involve in this type of an event.
Yep.
Being it so different from what they do on a regular basis, but the ones that do, they do really well with it.
Yeah.
We did a hill climb in Vernon, BC, and man, we sold more beer in that weekend than they did all season.
Wow.
So that's what sledders do, right?
Sledders know how to delete beers.
Yeah, the beer delete kit.
The beer delete
They
kit?
take a full pack and then take it
I don't
out.
think so. Why? That's probably good.
Yeah. I don't.
I got a huge nose.
Shout out to Silver Star Serving
Oh, dude,
customers in
we're
Idaho and
actually
West Wyoming.
on
Silver
TV
Star
too.
believes
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
well,
right there.
everyone
Oh, that shoots
is
both ways.
connected,
Yeah.
and
Dude, you can.
the
He has a.
lodge at
Do your
Jackson Hole,
do your
Baltic
magic trick.
Adventure,
In the
Ranger
Yeah, we
preset.
can-
check this camera out.
the
Watch
lodge
what he
at
does.
Jackson
We can
Hole.
do a little bit of this
Lodge
right
at
here.
Jackson Hole, fearless spirits.
Oh,
and
that's
daring
this one.
explorers.
Yeah, look at boom.
Welcome.
What's up there?
Wow.
And then we can go like this. And ladies and gentlemen, that is our view from Still West Brewery.
That's sick.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's
That's
super
really
good.
cool. Ross has got some pretty cool
Ross.
technology stuff.
You
I
got
have,
a lot in
Screw
that
this up.
in
There's
that
way too many
van.
cords.
I have no idea what I'm
hashtag
doing.
van life. Which drawer does that go in?
Yeah.
The one above the tea bags.
You see, you wanted a jacket. All right. Steve Martin's out. I'm in.
It looks like another 858.
And rider off.
Uh,
Oh no, Yeah. Nope.
Snowcross chassis.
Yeah, snowcross chassis.
I give the guys that do this on a snowcross sled so much props because that's not the sled to go up a hill with, right?
Yeah, it's well. What's interesting about today is they're just going to that first catwalk.
Yeah.
So this sled should be faster because it's a wider, shorter sled in the bottom part of the course. And then the problem is when they do set a fast time, they qualify, and then they got to try to take that little guy up to the top, and that's where things get really interesting.
Yeah, because the sled is designed for kind of this lower stuff. It's flatter, not as many holes, berms. But then when you have to go above catwalk 1 with a snowcross sled, that's a nightmare.
Wouldn't know, never ridden one.
Dude, Jay Medaberry rode one. He came to Duluth, Lynx shot on my trailer, and he learned real fast what snowcross was.
I remember those days.
I think it was his only race he did.
I do remember those days.
Ryder McMillan as we go with race number 171. David Brown, Tabernash, Colorado.
Yeah,
David Brown.
I saw Jay Medaberry earlier on the rollers on the bike training.
You did not.
Yeah, getting warmed up, getting a little. Yeah, he's got a bike in the back there, getting
Like a pedal bike?
Pedal bike.
Getting the legs warm.
Yeah, getting the legs warm, dude.
Really?
He's bringing a whole. It's like Keith Curtis. If you go in there, dude, he's got an elliptical. Will blow your mind.
I heard Keith Curtis has
Bowflex.
He's got a hot tub. He's got a hot tub, a cold plunge. He's
all in the trailer.
Elliptical.
Yeah. IVs going.
Got the IV drip going.
And he's got the trophies to prove it.
He does have the trophies to back it.
Yeah, he's got everything to back it. Keith Curtis, unbelievable.
An
super awesome guy.
Insane rider.
Yeah, great guy, awesome rider.
Yep.
I think it's the leverage. That's where he beats me. That's where he gets ahead of me.
I don't know. I think you got a lot of leverage on him.
No, I got zero leverage on him.
At 56.
We were Steve and I were talking about that before you guys rolled up. He is? I always wondered when he was a little bit younger and he was truly dominating everyone, like who was going to be the next guys up. But you look at like Andy and Sam that are his teammates. They're both not as tall or long as he is, and Sam's not that big a guy, but he just rides that thing right. So it just proves like there's a lot of ways to slice the apple. And then you get a guy like Blaine out there who is just the toughest, strongest. I mean, that is a cowboy.
That's a cowboy. Yeah, he's a real cowboy. I don't think it's so much like being tall or, I mean, your body size. I mean, look at Lavallee. That guy's so small. We all know what he does on a snowmobile.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the adrenaline and effort always overrides the body, right? Your mental, and those guys just have it. And like especially someone like Keith who's been doing it for so long, and he just doesn't seem to be slowing down.
No, he's incredible. You should see him on a motorcycle in person.
Oh no, yeah. No, he's anything he puts his mind to, right? He just goes. He goes for it.
That track must be getting kind of gnarly up there because I haven't seen a lot of. I mean, the times are now getting over a minute. Where we had a couple that were below a minute. He keeps touching the knob over there.
Oh, he's tuning.
I'm just.
You know what Ross is like? Arctic Cat guy. He's always
not like
Arctic Cat. You're always tuning. You're tuning.
He is wearing green.
Even when it's good, it could be a little better.
It could
hey, Ross?
be a little
and
better.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, here's an Arctic Cat right now.
You know what the truth is I am the most like set my sled and forget it. Like I get it to like, oh, I like this, and then I don't touch it. I'm just like,
yeah.
You're Ron Popeil.
I just want to
set it and forget it.
Set it, forget it, and ride it till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, I believe that. It's the wizard, not the wand. And
you can do that with Lynx.
Ross, you got some wizardry. I was telling Ross today that slow-mo edit he had coming out of this POW. My favorite edit.
Just emerging out of the white room.
Yeah.
That was
cool.
an incredible day in early January. Yeah.
My trail sled would have been buried back at the trailhead, still trying to get out of the trailer probably.
But it's not. But you launch control out of the trailer now.
Yeah.
I know you.
I got launch control on the.
I know you do.
I'm so happy.
Isn't that awesome when an engineer smiles at you and do you have it? No. Do you want it?
Do you want it? Yes. Okay,
It's a
bring it
silly
in.
question to ask a snowmobile
Don't
if
ask
you want
such
launch
silly
control.
questions.
Could you put it in my truck?
Yeah, I got 220 horsepower. Of course I want it. Dude, that first jump looks so smooth and fun.
There's a big hole if they like we can see it right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh,
There it was.
He felt that up into his hips.
Yeah.
He's
still thinking about it.
He's still thinking about it. Am I still on the sled right now? He's thinking.
Yeah.
That was a impact.
What do you, now, Cole? What do you think about now? We got blistering sunshine, and then it kind of ducks into those woods, and there's shade, right? So that's going to play a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean,
you got hot spots, and
it
then
changes the way you can see. It changes the way the snow's reacting to you.
Yeah.
I mean, as you guys know, you guys are big mountain guys. The second that sun dips down below the mountain and you're in the shade for a little while,
yeah,
that snow gets a lot harder. It sets up different instantly.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, the track's going to be changing as you go up.
Oh, we got
lost
to
it.
missed the gate.
Missed it.
He was on a good run there, but
Yeah, he was looking good.
I mean, you can see, like you said, that times are slowing down, and you can see why, right? It's like
Yeah.
one little mistake there.
it's
You can
getting
tell he's
gnarly.
not happy with that.
Yeah, it's getting gnarly.
And look at this, right? Look how fast he's just. I mean, he's just ice skating down the hill
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I don't know. You should have like a clicker here that you click every time we mention how steep this hill is. Because it is so steep.
We're doing shooters.
Hey, when you get up
here we
there
go. Here at the bomb
and you're
tunnel
wrangling
race,
sleds, I want
number
you to
24.
measure where you're at on your phone with like the angle.
Yeah, the
app.
iPhone.
The iPhone.
Oh, you can do that now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go into the measure app, you can set it to the angle of the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll get that. We'll show you guys what's up.
Ladies
God, I
and
love that
gentlemen,
sound.
Garrett Toomb headed up the hill, 19 years old.
Whatever floats your
He
boat,
is scooting.
Outlaws,
Yeah.
his dad, Bob.
He's
Dog
looking
Bandit,
good.
These guys only have a few shots, and it is so competitive, and the classes are so full that they have to ride qualifying lights out.
Yep. Nope. made
Oh, there's a
mistake.
bobble.
Yep. That's the thing. It's one and done.
Come on, Garrett.
It is so
He's getting
hard.
through it, though. He's getting through it.
He's running good.
He's looking
man.
good.
In no time,
Oh.
And it does,
you can
it
see
does
that
help
ice.
too that
He's
it
hitting
stacks
ice-
up,
ice
right?
chunks,
When guys
yeah.
make it lower down, there's more holes, and then they got to get through those. Once you get higher, it'll smooth out a little bit. But
That's not bad.
That's actually what we've been seeing the last hour. That's actually a pretty great time.
Yeah. The course is getting slower. It's getting gnarlier. And I think maybe it is a little bit like what Dave said, is now it's getting into the shade up there. Those ice faces are really setting up, and the snow around them setting up too. 18. Tyson. I didn't get to see it.
Stoker.
Trayson Stoker out of Apple,
Trayson.
Wyoming, brought to you by Pure
Trayson?
Adrenaline,
Trayson.
I read it wrong. See, this is why I don't do
Line
this.
Company, Forever Pets,
Can't
Jeff,
read.
Christina, Tart, Jake, Thea, and Taylor.
Yeah, that track's starting to get pretty chewed up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chat is looking a little bit dead, and you know we're not setting any records here on a Thursday.
This is our practice day.
This is our practice day, and but I'd like to do a little roll call. Let's see where the viewers are from.
you got to.
Oh, phone's. You don't want to say it?
I need a
You don't want
plug
to
in.
say it? My phone's dead.
Well, my phone might be dead. It's dead. I need some charging capabilities right here.
103.15.
Please.
For Jason 103.15. For Jason as we go with race number 227. Pete Giannetti, Meeker, Colorado, 17 on Polaris.
Is that a new one, Nona?
Yeah, but it'll fit anything.
USB-C or Lightning?
Yep.
He doesn't know.
I got a cable.
Oh, you got a cable? Yeah.
A USB.
Zeke brought to you by
You have a
Triple
charging
Crown
cable
Sports,
for it?
Giannetti's Power Sports Rental. FXR. J. Riley.
Oh,
Greg
jeez.
Power Sports.
He's dropping
Give me
stuff.
that.
I'm dropping
Renninger,
hundreds out of my
Locke
pocket.
Holmes, Mike Sizemore, Mom, Dad,
you have a Colorado
North,
stick.
Irish,
Idaho,
Iris, and Isaiah.
Minnesota, North Alberta. We got one that is here.
What?
Wisconsin truck driver, enjoy the journey. That's his YouTube account, and he's here.
Oh, he's in Jackson.
Yeah, he might be in the infield. Got us plugged in, listening to us.
He's probably sitting back behind us in the warmth, laughing at us. Look at those guys out there freezing. No, what is it, Wisconsin truck driver?
Yep. Roll call. Minnesota, St. Anthony. David McKinney and crew have been driving from Spokane, and they've had us live the whole time, and they've been like updating me on things as we go. Like, oh, your audio sucks, or Colton's mic is off, or all the things that are hard to do.
My mic's only off because you keep touching that dial over there and shutting me off.
Dude, you got a good radio voice. I'm just gonna tell you.
I don't know, man.
Give us a 96.7.
96.7.
We're in the hole.
We're in the hole.
Ontario.
Wow, what a hole.
We got a Newfoundland, Alberta.
Hi, Mark.
Well, we do appreciate everybody being here on this Thursday. As we go live throughout the weekend, it would mean the world if you shared the stream, told your friends, and we're a little bit unlocked right now. As we go through the weekend, we're going to get locked in and really start focusing on the racing and stuff. So it is just exciting to be here, even though it is windy and cold and snowing sideways.
Practice day, and it's not nice weather.
Look at this guy, Matt Baldwin, going up the hill right now. 17 years old. This guy.
17 years old on the RS chassis.
He's giving her. Lights on.
That thing's got to be just a.
Yeah, look at
insane
it.
machine to
Look
try
at
and
how
go
fast it comes. It rounds the corner.
I mean, that sled is designed to turn.
Yep.
That's got to be a handful though, once you get above.
Look at that.
Yeah,
It's icy.
it's-
It's icy.
1:01:01.
Good for him. Nice
Still,
run, though.
Yeah, that's not that bad of a time, really, considering
Yeah.
the way the course is getting.
And he lost a bunch at the top there just from that. Being in maybe the wrong line on that ice.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
can
so hard
lose.
to.
You can lose a second really fast,
Oh,
or
yeah.
even a couple seconds fast.
111 Lake Punchard, Ontario, Canada. 19 on Skidoo.
Is this the last class for the day?
Then there's women's mod, and there's only 5, so
we're
it's
getting
really just for running order.
Hey, I like it.
And then 5 o'clock somewhere. Have a couple more beers here at the Still West Brewery, and got to pack up some stuff, organize, regroup for tomorrow.
Wait, you're telling me you're not just going to leave this out all night?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it out all night.
Dude, I thought the show went on 24.
Yeah.
24/4.
24 hours a day.
Yeah. All right, no one's going up the hill right now. It's pretty cold out. Everybody's in the bar. A couple of beers sounds pretty good right now.
It certainly does. When in Jackson.
5530.
Dude, I'm wondering if I'm getting any juice.
And
You should be.
Your phone's probably frozen.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Am I getting juice? Yeah, I'm getting juice.
Juice. You got the juice.
You might not be getting a lot, but
Come on, dude.
Well, look at all the cords Ross has, dude. It's insane. Oh, Steve! Oh, man.
He's not happy
Oh
with
boy.
that.
Oh.
I looked down for a
It was
minute.
good, dude. That was a hard hit. That hole on the back side of that thing is vicious.
it is. Yeah.
We Dave, earlier before you got up here, we mentioned
Ease
it,
up.
and right as we mentioned it,
Looks like
somebody
it's
faced
good.
into it.
Ooh.
And I mean,
Over that
it
for a
looks like he
little
would have bent his tunnel.
Climb
It was so
replay
hard.
on that one.
That hole is
Yes, we
mad.
Here's the replay,
Oh,
ladies
It's
and
just
gentlemen.
ice too. It's just ice, man.
A lot of speed down low there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he just hit
dude.
that.
Yeah, you either have to
That
hit it
rut
slower
right
so you
there
don't
just
do
been
that,
warming
or
over.
everything you've got, and hopefully you get over it.
Yeah.
But if you don't get over it, it's going to be worse.
Used every bit of that front suspension and straight through to the wrists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's going to the hot tub after this.
Yeah.
And when the sleds that we ride and these guys race are so narrow. If you stick a ski in a rut like that when you land, it instantly knifes, and you're kind of at the mercy of it.
Yeah, I noticed that too watching the more narrow front ends go up this run. And then I went up it. My front end's 42 inches wide, like the RS, and I don't feel anything I see those guys are feeling. Like the narrow front end definitely makes it harder on the bottom, but up on top, it's all you want.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Which I think is what makes this hill so cool, is because it's steep on the bottom, but like that wide front end is so fast on the bottom, but then you're gonna not like it up top.
Yeah. You gotta pick your battles.
Room for 5 of them, but don't think they're going to be going easy.
I think they got this guy's name wrong. I think that's the guy that just went.
After this, we have women's mod, and that will finish the day. 5 more.
Uh-oh.
Not sure what that was all about there around gate 8, but
yeah, like look how hard it is to get going again when you lose your momentum. You see that?
Yeah.
You did a good job getting going there, but it is like an ice skating rink.
Little wheelie there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's having fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially when you get way up high and you lose your momentum, how hard it is to get it back. Oh, he's having fun. Doing some wheelies.
Well, he's really trying to get through this section because this is where it gets pretty rough.
It's icy right there before catwalk 1. It is icy.
See, there's the line, right? The other guys are taking that outside line, which is quite icy.
3-3.
So this is our first.
Sanford going to go right into our women's.
Yep.
Modified, starting things off with race number 141, Hadley West.
Hadley West. See what you can do.
Polaris.
19 years old on a Polaris.
Hadley West.
Nice.
Dodges the first
Yeah.
bullet.
Yeah, she took it pretty hard,
Yeah,
but
she
man,
did.
she just plowed right
she
through
got-
it.
she
Yeah.
got through it. Good,
That's some
yeah.
strength right there.
And the thing about that hole is it's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Hadley
not
brought
gonna
to you
get
by
better.
Nissan.
You know when it's not going to matter?
Cutters.
When the pro boys are on their mods, they're going to be jumping 60 feet past it.
Yeah, they don't feel it.
It's, yeah.
Brad.
They don't slow down
Gates,
for the catwalks
H&H
either.
Race
No.
Incorporated,
I sure hope they
Bondad
don't.
and
I
Ray.
hope they
Depends
don't.
on how things shape up, but
Yeah.
when they're jumping catwalks, it's a great day at Jackson.
Hey,
It's
she's
beautiful.
smooth through here, you guys.
She
This
is.
like,
Yeah, she's keeping it all together. She's
no,
being
really smooth. Like, she's making it look way easier than some of these guys made it look, for sure.
The beautiful.
Come on, finish her off.
Come on, Hadley.
Nice.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, yeah, keep her going.
There we go.
There you go, nice.
Picking a little different line there.
There you go. Good girl.
Yeah,
And
right on.
Nice.
Nice.
Good work.
And a decent time.
That's not that bad.
5-3 for Hadley. Gonna go now with race number 27.
The beautiful part
Taylor
for these
Myers,
ladies
Social
here
Springs,
is
Idaho, 25
they're
on
taking
Polaris.
5, and there's only 5 in
Yeah,
this. So the goal should be, hey, just go have a clean run, get
Yeah.
comfortable, and get to that catwalk and
Yeah.
just be smooth with it.
Taylor
It's a
brought you
good-
by
it's a good
Polaris
chance to see the
Industries, Small
course.
Cycling Performance.
Taylor Myers.
Taylor
Oh,
Myers.
wow, again.
Yeah, that hole.
Nice off that.
Taylor's definitely one of the heavier hitters in the women's category here at Jackson. We did see her earlier have some issues. She got hung up in that 13-14 area,
Yep.
and but we'll be looking to see her all weekend.
Dad, babe, Tanner, and Casey, Tessa, and Dalton.
Yeah, she's looking really good.
You know how many guys are at home right now, like I could go up that. That
could
looks
do that.
flat. It looks flat.
Dude, you don't have.
has been hard.
You're making her the sandwiches. She's not making sandwiches.
It is not flat.
Yeah. No, and you know what's really impressive with these women is they tend to ride more technical, so they're not just plowing into stuff, and it shows.
Yep.
And look, like they in like just in that corner they lose a little momentum, and that's hard to get going. But look how quickly they're back on it.
Yeah.
And through there,
It's almost like the same, like slow down to go fast.
yeah,
You know,
really good.
4. Taylor Myers.
You go ride with Shelly Ferguson, and she just looks at me like I'm an idiot all day because I don't use my brain.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, if you were just rode smarter and like made some better choices, you wouldn't be in all these situations, Ross.
Shelly's giving it to you, eh? That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, Shelly's just awesome. She should be here.
She's here.
She's here.
She's not racing. Recovering from that arm injury.
Oh right, yeah. Was
But
it a break? Did she break? She didn't maybe break it, but close to it.
She has a scar.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a huge scar.
7:30, we will run the first racer up the hill at 8 a.m.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we just got the confirmation.
First racer on the hill at 8 o'clock.
8 a.m. tomorrow, we will be live for the first racer. And
It's gonna be cold.
Which means we got to be here about 4 set up.
well,
We're not taking down. We're not leaving.
Tiny is there.
we're
not
just
leaving.
hunkering in, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie wants a hug.
Nice work.
We get access to the building at 7 a.m. So it will be a mad dash for an hour to get this thing set up. But
I mean, I offer to help you, but I'm gonna slow you down. So.
Oh, recover. Nice.
Yeah,
There
girl.
she-
Wow.
That's awesome.
I would have let go of it, to be honest.
Oh, things coming apart, but hey, after the lights.
The hill
She's
steep.
good.
after the lights, baby, she crossed the lights.
You got it.
Oh my gosh, I felt my bad shoulder right there. Just
Yeah.
just rotator cuff leave the chat.
Qualifying time so far. I think it was a clean run. Let's go to the climb instant replay. That was pretty killer right there.
She made it across, right?
Holding it all together, taking a little bit different line with
Graham
that bobble right
Graham
there.
Johnson asks if
Oh,
you
Graham.
want Graham and John's
Got back in
suspension
control
setups.
of it.
Yeah, but they have to send it
Did.
through MSN Messenger.
And
That's the
over
only.
through
Yeah,
the
that's
lights.
how they send
Here we
all
go.
their suspension
Here we
stuff.
go,
Oh,
right
gotcha.
there.
Graham, yeah, yeah, I know his setups, but
16-year-old fastest qualifier
Do you,
in the
do you get on
mod.
like an AI
yeah,
AOL
AOL,
chat?
AOL
yeah,
chat,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's the only way
That
Graham
young
and
lady
I
right there. One
chat.
racer to
It's through
go,
AOL.
racer number 902.
There's probably
Tiffany
a few
McWilliams.
younger guys in the chat who don't know what AOL
Right,
Instant
sure.
Messenger is.
Pure
For sure,
Adrenaline,
they don't.
son Calvin.
Boy,
and
do you
friends
feel
and
old yet?
Family.
Oh, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're.
Narona, you remember AOL Instant Messenger?
Dude, I remember when you'd be like, Mom, don't pick up the phone. I'm on the Great. He's talking to a girl.
I was talking to a girl.
There goes
Again,
another
got
one.
room for 5
Thanks a lot,
qualifiers.
Mom.
Yeah, dude. You know what? The best part of our lives is we've seen it all.
One scratch.
We've
Got
seen the
4
tough snowmobiles. Now we've seen easy snowmobiles.
Yep.
One more to
No
go
phone,
before we end
phone.
the day here.
Hey?
Yeah.
The
Talk-
first day of
just
the 48th annual
talk
World
about the
Championship
insanity
Snowmobile
of
Hillclimb.
like in the early
Brought
2000s,
to
it was
you
mostly
by
the sled wasn't
all of
capable
our amazing
of going where you
sponsors,
wanted to go.
Climb,
Yeah.
Winners,
And
Snowmobile,
now
Lynx,
the
Jackson
sled will go there.
Distributing,
You just can't ride it there.
Yeah.
Driven Power
Exactly
Sports
it.
Marine, the Elk
It's not the
Engine,
sled.
Mountain Power
It's
Sports,
you.
Yeah.
Auto, Down Square Ends.
Hey, this
Cowboy
little
Village
sun
Resort,
ram getting here,
48,
feeling pretty
49.
nice
Oh,
now.
yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
That's where Glenn and I are hanging out. Is
Well, that's good to know that the sun's going to hit you at the end of the day.
Tiffany McWilliams.
Tiffany McWilliams.
Tiffany McWilliams,
Fly on
Dillon,
the
Montana.
Arctic Cat.
She's moving pretty good. She got
I might
through
have to
that
get. I
hole
might
there
have to
good.
get one of her posters for my Arctic Cat buddy
Love
back
it.
in BC. He'll love it. Get her to sign it. Drip some cat oil on it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Darren, I will not be running up the hill. I have I've made it. I've made my stand on. I like to let the racers race, and I will do the commentating and the hanging out.
Everybody can be bought. He'll go up the hill. Have you gone up the hill ever?
No. No.
Why not? Don't you want to? Don't you want to? Like,
I mean,
feel it?
Yeah, but like.
Okay, perfect. Then race next year.
Dude, we're gonna. I'm
I'll
gonna
take
be
over this for 1 year.
I will. No.
And
He
then you
doesn't
can
trust
race.
you with a hole. Yeah.
We will.
You just have to bring the gear.
We will hopefully be. I will hopefully be sitting right here again next year.
Ross will be wheeling over a lip, looking back at you, wondering why there's steam coming off his computer because you dropped your Coors Light on the keyboard.
Yeah,
All
probably
right,
it.
120.
19, 1, 2,
Nice.
0.
So these women are just basically picking their their placement up the hill, right? For tomorrow.
Yep.
Hillclimb.
And
thank you all for joining us.
This
If
is
you
where we
are
need
here
Steve Martin
or
to tell
if
us
you are
exactly
at
how
home.
that works.
But
Yeah.
if you haven't seen anything,
Steve
we
Martin.
got
Does it
an
really
incredible
make? I guess it'd be a
highlight
Steve question.
reel
It doesn't
coming
make a
from
big difference.
Digital.
Well,
Before
can.
we
It
thank
can.
our sponsors.
Because I guess I'd
So we'll
rather go
see y'all
last to see.
tomorrow at 8
In my opinion, I want to
a.m.
watch the course a little bit and see what the
Standard
girls are doing. The people I'm going
But
against.
but then it gets beat up too, right?
Yeah.
So there's
Double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's a Steve question.
It is.
And Steve's. Oh, is he still in the porta potty?
I think he is. I seen the truck.
I
come
saw
by
him
and
go
pick
in
it
there
up.
20 minutes ago.
He might have gone with the truck.
Yeah, dude, they might have
Alright.
lifted it. Might have been ready to go.
They almost took me.
The honey
other
bucket's
day.
full, really?
They started bumping around and moving their jaws around. I was like, hey, don't take this one.
Hey, easy, buddy.
Hey, we got carnage replay
Oh,
from day
yeah.
one. Shout out to the Snow Devils for putting this together.
That was earlier when it was snowing pretty
Yeah.
hard, eh?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, this one, I bet they show him this one Yamaha. He tacoed his rails on there in the vintage. I mean,
Really?
tacoed.
Tacoed them. That sounds good for dinner, eh? Tacos.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, that just
Oh!
shows you, man. This hill is steep.
Yeah, she's pumped. That's a nice looking vintage
Yeah.
mod back there.
Dude, make clear hoods cool again.
Dude, a vintage mod came through. It was so wide it wouldn't fit through between the other sleds. That's how wide it was.
There it is. That's the one he
Oh.
tacoed it. Dude, he tacoed it. It was gone.
Bodied.
It's like his sled said, I don't want you to ride me anymore, and here's what I'm going to do about it.
I'm surprised they didn't put Steve Martin's fail from 2 years ago in here, because that just lives on forever. Where did he go?
Oh!
Hey, that was
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
cool.
sweet moto.
That was cool.
But he touched the gate, eh? He's out. Straight to jail. Touch the gate, straight to jail.
Oh, one hand off the bar, straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Oh, flipping
tiptoe.
slip, straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Yeah.
So I'd love on Saturday. Is there a way I can get you video from up there? Me and Ryan are gonna get some wild stuff.
Hopefully by Saturday we have the stuff set up where you can send it to me and I can put it up.
Beautiful.
I think what you're going to have to do is run up there, GoPro it, and then run down.
Yeah, plug it in.
Plug it in. Hey?
Because
Live footage, like
Ryan,
the
the
old
guy
days.
that always wears the Hawaiian shirt.
Yep.
I mean,
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's actually the guy who had the fuzzy jacket.
Yeah.
That Dave was
Oh,
wearing.
that jacket.
And him and I are going to be up there wrangling. We're going to hopefully see some more guys up there with some helmets. Last year was cool. We saw some guys that bought dollar store helmets. And they saw me. They're like, helmet guy. Like that. Nobody knows my name up there. I'm just helmet guy. And they love it, dude. It's like a different. You got all the pro racers, and then you got the Wranglers.
You're kind of a superstar among the Wranglers.
Just because I don't think things through.
You put that helmet on and your brain shuts off and you're like, I'll catch that thing.
I'll catch that. Check this out.
Yeah, you're not actually supposed to catch it. You're just supposed to hold it.
Yeah. Let me show you how to get this done.
Let me show you.
Dude, but honestly, the video from when I caught Turcots is like the coolest video of all. The fact he had a burger and he gave it to me. Like that.
Because
I caught his sled.
Yeah.
A few of us did. It was, dude, it's so fun. Wrangling sleds is so fun.
All right, let's shut this thing down.
What a pleasure,
What, are
dude,
they
being on
done?
here with you.
Whew. Yeah, they're done for the day.
How are the numbers? Good.
They're,
What's that big dip? Is that when I came on?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
That's when we had a little.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Come on, guys. Can you bump up my numbers?
It just fixed itself.
I
so.
like it. I like how you changed the graph and then the bump was gone.
Yeah.
So I'll send that one to Skidoo.
Yeah, see? You contributed.
Numbers going up. Oh, dude, thanks for the battery life. Phone just came back.
There we go.
Life.
Just in time down before I get to.
All right, people. If you're still with us tomorrow, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time from Jackson, we will be firing up the stream, and we're going to be locked in. We're going to get dialed in a little bit better. Today was a test just to make sure we're good. So if there's any issues with the audio or anything right now, as you're still with us, please let me know so I can get it fixed for tomorrow, and we will be bringing actual commentary, less banter, and some of the most incredible racing this weekend will show up. So we're excited to be here. Thank you, boys, for hopping on with me, and yeah, let's take this thing to the moon this weekend. And tell your friends, Saturday, Sunday is going to be epic when everybody's off work. They better be glued to their glued to this stream.
We'll sell you the seat, but you're only going to need the air.